Hey people, what's up? My name is Kay Hart, and today I'm going to show you how I make a dark trap beat that has some bounce to it. So, we're going to get the head bob in, hopefully, get that flow going, and just make a cool beat. We're going to jump into Ableton right now, but before I do that, if you enjoy this type of content, if you like any part of this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, so you don't miss future videos. And let's get into this one. All right, so we're gonna make this all from scratch right now, and I'm just gonna start with a simple melody so we have something to start with. And I just have some presets loaded on here from Analog Lab, at least for this one. And I'm gonna do this one, I'm gonna start at least in D harmonic minor. All right, let's add some chords. All right, so just some simple chords here for this one. D minor, G minor, E diminished 7, which sounds kind of nasty on its own, and then it resolves to the A major. And the last thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of texture. So I have this more kind of bell that has a nice transient hit to it. All right, I think that's all pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and drag all of this over to my arrangement view and just drop them where they go. Okay, so now I have this little melody. What I want to do is I'm going to resample it, and I think I'm just going to pitch it probably down. So I'm going to set this audio track to resampling, arm it, and then I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is at the beginning, hit record. Okay, so I went ahead and dropped this plugin called Pitch Monster on here, which is just a pitch informant shifter, and dropped it down to now it's in F harmonic minor. Sounds nice and dark. So let's go ahead and start adding some drums, and I'll show you guys how to start getting that bounce and that flow going. Okay, so I've got a really simple kick pattern and hi-hat pattern that I recorded using my Native Instruments machine, just because it has really nice velocity sensitive pads, which is what you want when you're trying to get that bounce. Basically, you want it to feel like, somebody's playing it and it's live and it's not just a drum machine that you programmed it. So for these hi-hats, you can see the transients here in the wave file. I'm accenting pretty heavily the 1, 2, 3, 4, which are the main beats because we're in 4/4 time. And these off beat hits are very, very minimal. So if I solo this, and let me take the panning off for now so you guys can hear it better. Just having those accents on certain beats is really going to help with your groove. All right, the next thing you want to think about when you want to get that nice bounce is where your main snare, clap, snap, rim, whatever it is, what beats it's going to fall on. Because if you do it on the 2 and the 4, which is a pretty standard pattern, it's going to give you a very different feel than putting it on the 3. So for this one, I think I'm going to choose putting it on the 3. But let me show you guys just the difference that it will make if we put it on the 2 and the 4 to start with. Personally, I like it on the 3 with that little kind of extra accent note in there, just because it gives it a little more time to breathe, and I feel like it gives it a little more bounce than having it on the 2 and 4, which is kind of more that push you towards something. So let's go ahead and add some percussion. Okay, so I like this one section of this loop. Just this one part here. So I'm going to go ahead and Control E and just cut that out. Get rid of the rest of this. And I'm going to layer these on every 2 and 4. just to give a little extra emphasis to those beats since we don't have our snare or clap on those beats. Just drag this down a little bit more so it's not quite as loud, because I just really want this in the background. All right, let's go ahead and add some more. Next thing I'm going to do to kind of spice this up is to add another hi-hat loop. And so this one you can see has some really nice dynamics as well, just from the transients. And if I play this one by itself, it already has a pretty nice groove to it. But when we layer it with our simple hi-hat pattern that we already made, really, really nice groove going now. And all together, and that's honestly a pretty solid loop for our drums and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and add an 808 real quick. And then I'm just going to drag these so they overlap and we'll get that nice glide. All right, I just want to do a really simple 808 pattern just because we don't want it to be super muddy, and also if you want that bounce, again, a lot of it is letting your track breathe, giving the listener a chance to, you know, find that flow and just enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll arrange the rest of this, add some stuff, and I'm going to play the final beat for you guys. Again, if you enjoyed any of this video, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you want to see in the future, and I will try my best to do it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.